part of this process of buying your home. So step number 6. So we already got the CD, or we got the lock for the rate done, and you received your CD and you e-signed it, agreeing to the terms of the loan. Now, at this point, we've already received all the conditions. We've already received any re-inspection reports, maybe for the appraisal or for the inspection of the home, and we are ready to go. We submit everything to the underwriter and they issue clear to close. So when I get a clear to close, that's when I get really excited, because I know at this point, now you're ready to go to docs. What that means is that now the doc department is going to issue the final documents and send them to escrow. Escrow receives them, they prepare them, and then now it's time to sign. So at this point, escrow will contact you, either escrow or your loan officer, and coordinate the signing. So you have two options. One, you can go to the escrow office and schedule an appointment there, but also you have the option to request a mobile notary come to your home. A lot of times people have different schedules. Could be that you have a schedule that you get off at work at 5 o'clock and your spouse gets off from work at 8 o'clock. So you already missed the escrow hour. So at that point, you could even request to have a notary go to your home by 9 p.m. Believe me, we've had all kinds of crazy signings at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's not always the norm. However, we do what we need to do. So you go to let's just assume you go to escrow, you sign the documents. They give you, these are important documents that you want to look for. One is going to be the payment letter. The payment letter is going to state where do you need to send your first payment. Typically, your first payment you'll have to mail it out. And then after that, most banks, they will sell it to a servicer, and then you will get a mortgage statement from a different servicer or a different institution, and that's where you'll be able to make your automated payments monthly and create your online account and all that good stuff. However, in the meantime, it's important you always take a look at your payment letters so that you don't miss your first payment. Number 2, obviously, you want to look at your note to see how much is it that you're signing for, and your loan estimate and your closing disclosure, where it states how much your payment is going to be, how much you're paying in closing costs, what's your interest rate, and basically all of the numbers. All the other documents are really just disclosures that have to be sent out. I call it the fluff, the anti this, anti that, anti-discrimination, anti that regardless, you still have to sign them in order to obtain the loan. So really just, of course, pay attention to everything, but the most attention, always make sure that you check your numbers. So that's basically it. Once you sign, then the escrow officer or the notary is going to give you two things that are important. One is going to be your final amount that you need to transfer to escrow so that the bank can now release the rest of the money and close the transaction. So let's say your final amount is $30,000. So then they're going to give you the estimate that shows that your final funds to close are $30,000, and they're going to give you a wire instructions sheet that you can take with you to the bank. And with those wire instructions, you request from your banker to do the wire for you, and that's it. Typically, if you do it before 2 o'clock, they will receive it the same day. If you do it after 2 o'clock, it will be effective the following day. So I always recommend, try to make it the same day so that it reflects right away. This helps the whole process. So once that escrow receives that final wire, then escrow sends the receipt to the bank, and along with the original documents. So they have to either mail the original documents or send them with the messenger. And then the funding department receives those documents, they review everything, and I think I'm getting ahead of myself for the next step. So I'm gonna stop right here. You completed your deposit, your final wire, and you got your final docs signed. That's as far as step number 6 goes. And we'll talk about the final step, which is funding and recording on the next video.